Okay, so let's not waste much time. So let's start the session. So only Muniba and Aisha has joined the session. No issue. Okay, so let's start the session. So aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid. Okay, so first let's see what are aldehydes, what are ketones, what are carboxylic acid. So which group is known as aldehyde? So suppose we have this group C double bond. Okay, C double bond, and here hydrogen is attached. Here there is some other group, alkyl group, and here the hydrogen is attached, CHO. So this group, CHO group, is basically, it is known as aldehyde group, the CHO group. This is a aldehyde group. Okay, and what is ketone? So ketone is CO, and on the right side and on the left side. Okay, both the side there should be a alkyl or aryl group, you can say. Any group attached होना चाहिए other than hydrogen. So here, suppose if it is R group and here R dash. So this is your ketonic group, CO group. CO group is your ketonic. So you can write like this. CO, this is your ketone. And what about the carboxylic acid? So carboxylic acid is COOH. So you can see in all the group, this carbonyl, the CO group is common. The CO carbonyl group is common. COH, CHO, okay, and the CO, which is ketone, the C double OH, which is carboxylic acid. If OH is attached to this CO carbonyl group, so this is a carboxylic acid, C double OH. C double OH. ये तो पता ही होगा आपको. So carboxylic acid. Now, what about the ester? What is the formula for ester, Maniba?
R C double bond O R.
Yes. Okay, so your C double O R, this group. C double O R group is the your ester group. Okay, and do you know what is acid anhydride?
Removal of HCl.
Yes.
Removal of HCl.
Removal of HCl.
H. Yeah.
See, what is acid anhydride? So acid anhydride group is basically R, C, O, and this group is basically known as acetic anhydride. Okay, so commonly इसे ऐसे लिखते हैं हम RCO whole twice O. This group is known as acetic anhydride. So you can write like this. What is this? So this is your acetic anhydride. Whenever you see this type of your representation RCOOCO, this bond, this R repetition होगा ये RCO twice and this oxygen. So this oxygen linkage, and on the right side as well as on the left side, you will see this carbonyl group, CO group over here. Okay, and to the CO group, alkyl group should be attached. So this is the acid anhydride. So these are some basic groups. The general representation of your aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acid, ester, and the acid anhydride. Now let's talk about the nomenclature part. Nomenclature. First, we will discuss the common name. How we can write down the common name of your aldehyde and ketone. Okay, now see if this group is attached, this CH3 and this CO group. Okay, methyl group which is attached to this carbonyl CO group, CH3 CO group. So this group is known as acid group. इसे क्या कहते हैं? Acid. This is known as acid group, ACET. Okay, suppose we have some compounds like your CH3CHO. This group is present and here hydrogen is attached. So what will be the name of this? So this is aldehyde group, CHO group is aldehyde, right? And the CH3CO group is known as acid group. So what will be the name? Acetaldehyde. What is the common name of this compound? This is your acetaldehyde. Okay, write it down. Acetaldehyde. So this group is known as acid group, CH3CO. Suppose we have some other compounds like we have CH3CO, CH3, right? Suppose we have this. So its common name is, ऐसे इसका IUPAC name is propanol. IUPAC name of this compound is propanol, 1, 2, and 3 carbon. 3 carbon chain, and this is a ketonic group, carbon and oxygen. This is ketonic group, and 3 carbon chain is, so this is a propanol. Its IUPAC name is propanol, but what about the common name? So commonly it is known as acetone. Okay, if for it is ketone, so for ketone we use the suffix on suffix we use, and this CH3CO group is known as acid group. So this is your acetone. Commonly this compound is known as acetone. Here,
Yes, ma'am.
suppose we have, now tell me, what will be the common name of this? Suppose we have CH3, COOH. So what will be the common name of this, Monica? COOH group is your carboxylic acid, right? This COOH group is your carboxylic acid, and this CH3CO group, this is your acid group. So this is your acetic acid. Carboxylic acid है, उसके लिए हम क्या use करते हैं? We just use acid. Okay, we just use acid as a suffix. So this is CH3CO. So we just use acetic acid. So this is the common name of this is your acetic acid. Acetic acid. Okay, and what about the IUPAC name? So it is your ethanoic acid. Ethane, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, so it's ethane. And for carboxylic acid, we use the suffix oic acid in the IUPAC nomenclature. In the IUPAC nomenclature, we use the suffix oic acid for the carboxylic acid. So that's why its IUPAC name is your ethanoic acid. But the common name is acetic acid. This group is known as CH3CO group is known as acetic group. Okay, acetic group. And the COOH, carboxylic acid. ये क्या होता है? This is the representation of the carboxylic acid. So that's why the common name is acetic acid. Now, so these, because why we are studying this? Because these commonly हम use करेंगे in the preparation methods of preparation, in the chemical reaction. We will use this word acetaldehyde, acetone, acetic acid. So you should know what is acetic acid. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so suppose we have, yeah, if I CH3 group है, this CO group, this is the acid group. And if I attach a aryl group over here, benzene ring over here, so what will be the name of this compound? So see, this is your CH3CO group is known as acid group. And what is this? This is a phenol. This is your phenol. Benzene ring है and इससे क्या है? CO attached है यहाँ पे. Right, the CO is attached. So basically इसे हम क्या करेंगे? Phenol ring. Phenol का substituent यहाँ से OH is being replaced by this CH3CO. So this is basically a phenol. So the name of this will be, the common name basically is your acid. This is your acid CH3CO group, and this is your, so this is your acetophenone. What is this? This is your acetophenone. Is the common name of these molecules. So if you see CH3CO group, so we just use acid word for that. And there are some different names: acetaldehyde, acetone, acetic acid, acetophenone. Okay, these are some commonly used molecules, okay, which we are going to use in the methods of preparation. Conversion part, basically conversions में इससे ज़्यादा questions आते हैं. How you will convert the your toluene to acetaldehyde, okay, not toluene to acetophenone, etc., etc. This type of question can come in exam. So these are the some common name of the compound. So written, everyone. Aisha and Muniba, have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, suppose we have another, suppose we have this group HCO group. Okay, and here there are some bonds with your alkyl group or any other group. So this HCO, this is not a basically this is not a aldehyde. Other than aldehyde की बात हो रही है, this CO, and here if it is hydrogen and if there is another group. So this is known as commonly this is known as form. This is known as this group is known as form. Okay, I will tell you why it is known as form. Suppose we have this HC, this group, this is a form, and here the hydrogen is attached. So this is the aldehyde group. हो गया ये. This HCCHO is the aldehyde group, and other than aldehyde group, there is one hydrogen also. Okay, so you can say that this is your form group. This is your form group, which is combined with this aldehyde group. So what is this? This is your formaldehyde. Okay, form word is used for this HCO, and for this CHO group, other CHO group, हम क्या use कर aldehyde. Okay, and for that we just take formaldehyde. Form plus aldehyde, which will give you the name formaldehyde. So what is the name of this compound? HCHO. HCHO कहीं पे भी आप देखो this group HCHO. So this is a formaldehyde. Formaldehyde. Next is, yeah, suppose we have, instead of hydrogen, if I attach OH group over here, HCO as it is, this form group as it is, and here if I attach OH group. So what is this? This is your HC-OH. HC-OH. And ये क्या था आपका HCH. HCHO group. So if it is HCO, this group is known as form, and this group is known as carboxylic acid. Form plus carboxylic acid. So it is your formic acid. What is this? This is common name of this is formic acid. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's discuss some more. Suppose we have this CHO. COOH. CHO. COOH. Okay, so let's see how we can write down the name of these. So what is this? First you have to check how many carbons. Okay, we are just writing the IUPAC name. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 carbons, see this is CHO group is a part of the aldehyde group, but we will include this carbon in the parent chain. This is a part of the parent chain. आप इसे include करोगे parent chain में. So you will also give the number first, second, third, and fourth. So there are 4 carbon present in this parent chain. So what will be the name of this? It's a butane group. Okay, it's a butane. So it's a, what will be the name for this is aldehyde and this is the butane. So what we will write butane. Okay, what is this? This is your butane plus aldehyde. So for aldehyde, we just use the suffix al word. Al use karte for the aldehyde. So that's why, what is the name of this? This is your butanal. Butanal. And what about this? What is the name? Just try it by yourself. For the carboxylic acid, what we use as a suffix? Oic acid. Yes?
Butanoic acid.
Butanoic acid.
Yes, so it's a butanoic acid. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a butanoic acid. And for this one? Yes, Aisha?
Propanol.
Okay. Okay, next one, Aisha will tell me this one. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon chain, right? So it's a propanol. It's a propanol. And yeah, next one, Aisha.
Propanoic acid.
It's a propanoic acid. Okay. Now write down how we can use alpha, beta, and gamma for the numbering. Just like 1, 2, 3, we can also just use alpha, beta, gamma, delta for the numbering, okay, in the IUPAC nomenclature. So write down use of alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay, you can also write down if more than gamma, gamma से अगर numbering देना होगा तो delta. So alpha, beta, and gamma for numbering. You can also use alpha, beta, gamma also, but commonly we just use 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So suppose we have CHO group over here. There is other group bromine. Okay. So for this type of molecule, if you are including CHO group, okay, here if you are including the CHO group, so you will start numbering from here. Okay, you will basically this carbon will be included in this parent chain. So you will start numbering from here. So this carbon, this is not an alpha carbon because this is a part of the aldehyde. This is a part of the aldehyde. So alpha carbon क्या होते हैं to which the functional group is attached. Any functional which is attached to the carbon is known as the alpha carbon. Okay, यहाँ पे suppose if OH group was attached, OH group अगर attached होता, OH group was attached to this carbon, so this was a alpha carbon. But this is a CHO group, so you will not consider and you will not tell me that this carbon is alpha carbon. No, this carbon is not alpha carbon because this is a part of the aldehyde. Okay, this is a functional group. The CHO is already a functional group. So say this CHO, the functional group attached to the carbon. Okay, directly just carbon से attached होता है. This carbon is known as alpha carbon. Okay, don't be confused in that. So this carbon is not alpha carbon. This carbon, this adjacent carbon is known as alpha carbon, and this is your beta carbon. And what about this? This is your gamma carbon. And then now, how we can name this? So you can see where are the substitutions. So on the beta carbon, there is a bromine group. So you will write beta bromo for bromine. How you can write bromo and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbon chain. So it's a pentane, and this is aldehyde group. So it's a pentane. Beta bromo pentanal. Beta bromo pentanal. And if you want to number like 1, 2, 3, 4, so it will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 3, not 2. Now if you are numbering 1 to आप number कर रहे हो, तो you will include this carbon, this one carbon. इसे आप first position दोगे. So first, second, third. So it will be 3 bromopentanal. Okay, it will be 3 bromopentanal. But if you are using alpha, beta, gamma, अगर आप कार्बन को नंबरिंग कर रहे हो alpha, beta, and gamma, so this will be your alpha carbon, not this one. Okay, so don't be confused in that. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose we have COOH group over here and here CH3 group. Now just tell me the name of this based on the alpha, beta. Use alpha, beta, and gamma. It's very easy.
Alpha methyl butanoic acid.
Yes. With alpha, beta, methyl. So you can see this carbon. This is your alpha carbon. Alpha, beta, and gamma. So on the alpha position, methyl group is attached. So alpha, methyl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon chain. So it's butanoic acid. Very good. Okay, so that's how we can name by using the alpha, beta, and gamma. Now, write on the heading, next heading, naming of ketone. Naming of ketone by alkyl groups. By alkyl. Using alkyl groups, how we can name the ketone group? Because ketone center में होता है. Now tell me if the methyl ketone exists or not. Methyl ketone, ethyl ketone. Will they exist or not? No, methyl ketone and ethyl ketone doesn't exist because this ketone group should be in center. There should be one group, one alkyl group and one alkyl group on the both sides. Okay, if both sides hoga, तो smallest methyl which should ketone which should exist is propanol. Propanol से starting होती है ketone. So the methyl ketone and ethyl ketone does not exist. Does not exist because the CO group should be in center and there should be one R group and R group on the left as well as on the right side. So यहाँ पे भी R group, suppose CH3 group is attached over here and CH3 over here. So this is a propanol. So methanol and ethanol does not exist. The smallest ketone which exists is propanol. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
The naming of ketone by alkyl group. Suppose we have this group. Okay, so how we can name this? So common name की बात हो रही है, not IUPAC name. So this is a ketonic group. So this is a ketonic group. On the left side as well as on the right side there are alkyl group. So you can just see this is your ethyl group and this is your methyl group. On the right side there is a ethyl group. On the left side there is a methyl group. So you will write alphabetically. आप alphabetically name लिखोगे. For this CO group you will write ketone. You will write ketone. Okay, and these two groups are different. This is an unsymmetrical type of a ketone. So this is ethyl group and this is methyl group. But E comes first than M. So alphabetically क्या हो जाएगा इसका नाम? Ethyl, methyl, ketone. Ethyl, methyl, ketone. That's how we just gave the name according to the alkyl. Okay, so alphabetically हम name लिखते हैं. For this CO group, we just write ketone at the last. Okay, and these two different alkyl groups के लिए alphabetically we just write down the name. For example, suppose we have this. Okay, now just tell me what will be the name of this one. And for this also, what will be the name? And for this also, just think about it and just tell me the name of this. Suppose if I attach the tertiary group over here. Yeah. Yes, Maniva, tell me the first name. It's a symmetrical type, right? So symmetry में हम क्या use करेंगे? Both sides there is a methyl group. So it is dimethyl ketone. Methyl and methyl. Both sides methyl group is present. So it is dimethyl ketone. Next, Muniba.
Diethyl ketone.
Yes. And the last one?
1 minute.
Just check out which type of group is present. Say this carbon. So this carbon is further attached to three groups. This is a tertiary group. Okay, so how you will write? This is a tertiary 1, 2, 3, 4. Tertiary को आप combine करके लिखते हो. 1, this carbon is further attached to three groups, three methyl groups, CH3, CH3, CH3. Okay, so these three carbon and one carbon. So this is your butyl group, tertiary butyl. This is your tertiary butyl group, this group. So both sides, there is a tertiary butyl group attached to this ketone. So what will be the name? So the name will be di, and tertiary के लिए आप क्या use करते हो word? Prefix tert, tert word. So di tert, it's di tert butyl, tert butyl ketone. Di, both sides, tertiary butyl group is present. Tertiary butyl group and both sides present. So that's why we just write down di-tert butyl ketone. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, some more important. Suppose let's do some miscellaneous type of nomenclature. Suppose this is your benzene ring, and benzene ring से attached has CHO group. So this is a benzene plus aldehyde. Benzene plus aldehyde, they combine and they form benzaldehyde. What is the name of this compound? This is a benzene plus aldehyde. So benzaldehyde. Suppose we have, now you guys will tell me if this is a benzene and COOH group is attached to it. So what will be the name of this one?
Benzenoic acid.
Yes, it's a benzoic acid. Benzene plus carboxylic acid. So it's a benzoic acid. Suppose this we have this, and here there is a COCH3 group. COCH3 group. So what is this group? CH3 and CO group. ये क्या था? Acid group. Okay, and what is this? This is a phenol group. So acetophenol. Acetophenol. What is this? When on the benzene COCH3 is attached, acid group is attached, then the name of this compound is your acetophenol. So these are some common names which we will use in this chapter. These are important terms. Now, let's do some IUPAC nomenclature questions. Suppose we have, and here the bromine is attached. Second, okay, now let's see one by one. Okay, first one. How you will write on the IUPAC name of the first one? So this is the first carbon. Okay, you will include this 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, but you have to be focused here because bromine को भी आपने lowest number देना, because this CHO is a part of the chain. This is a part of the parent chain. आप इसे numbering नहीं भी करोगे तो you know very well where the CHO group is present, where the aldehyde group is present, right? So you don't have to number this carbon. This is a preference basically. The other substituent like this bromine, because when you start the numbering from here, so bromine will get 1, 2, 3. But when you start the numbering from the left side, so the bromine will get the second number. So you will prefer this one, second number. Bromine second number pe attached because the CHO group is a part of the chain. So no need to give the preference like. So you will give the preference to bromine first. Bromine first. And here, What will be the name? So you will start from here 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4. What will be the name? So it's 2-bromo, 2-bromo, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon chain. So it's a butanol. Butane plus al. Okay, because it's a part of the chain. So you can just name like this. Either यहाँ से भी आप start कर सकते थे, but you have to focus. You have to give the bromine to the lowest number. Okay, so 1, 2. Second one. Do you want to try the second one? 3 CHO group is present. 3 CHO group is present. First, we have to choose the largest, basically longest chain. Longest chain as a parent chain. See, for this type of, because see, if you include this and this carbon, तो आप इसे छोड़ना पड़ेगा. Okay, you have to left this CHO group. You can't include all the 3 groups in a parent chain. You can't include this. So if for 1 CHO को आपने substituent की तरह treat करोगे आप, और 2 को you will include this as a chain. But how you can write down the name? See, there is a trick. If you are including the CHO, this C carbon of the aldehyde group in the parent chain, so you will use the suffix aldehyde. Okay, आप उसे क्या कहोगे? Aldehyde group, and you will use the suffix al for the aldehyde. But just listen carefully. But if you are not including this CHO group, this carbon of the CHO group in the parent chain, so this group is known as carbaldehyde, not aldehyde. आप इसे carbaldehyde कहोगे because carbon is present in that CHO. Clear, Muniba?
Yes, ma'am.
I told. See, Aisha, what I said here, if you are including carbon of the aldehyde group in the chain, carbon of the aldehyde group in the chain, so this group you will treat as an aldehyde group. Okay, and for aldehyde, you will write al word in the suffix. You will use al word. But if the CHO group, this carbon of the aldehyde group, you are not including the parent chain, आप उसे substituent की तरह treat कर रहे हो, then this CHO group is known as carbaldehyde. Carbaldehyde. Okay, now here you can see, if you treat, there are 3 CHO group, aldehyde group 3 है. Now you can't take these 3, all the 3 carbon your aldehyde group in a parent chain. Either you can 2 ले सकते हो और एक को आप as a substituent treat कर सकते हो. But there is a yeah, here you can see, if you treat these 2 carbon as a parent chain, तो इसके लिए आपने aldehyde लेना पड़ेगा, and you will use the word al in the suffix. And for this CHO group as a substituent आप treat कर रहे हो, so you will use the carbaldehyde. So how you will write down the name? Carbaldehyde भी आपने use करना है, al भी use करना है. Okay, so that's how you can't name like this. So for this type of question, just remember, for this type of question, you will not include a single carbon in a parent chain. आप एक भी carbon chain include नहीं करोगे ना parent chain. This CHO group and this CHO group, you will treat all of the aldehyde group similarly. आप सबको substituent की तरह treat करोगे. You will not take any of the carbon in the parent chain. Okay, so how you will write down the name? So you will start, what will the parent chain? So parent chain is this. This is the parent chain, not the carbon. Those 2 carbon you will exclude from the parent chain. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So what is
ma'am.
this? This is a propane. 1, 2, 3 propane. And you can see first पे है, second and third. 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 CHO group, and CHO group को हम क्या कहते हैं? Carbaldehyde. Carbaldehyde. So what will be the name of this? This is a propane. Okay, so you will write propane. Propane is the parent chain. Parent chain 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 groups are same, so you will write tricarbaldehyde. Carbaldehyde. So that's the name. That's the name. Okay, is it clear? Any doubt in this question?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you are treating the CHO group as a substituent, so you will write carbaldehyde for that. And if you are including the carbon in a parent chain, तो आप use करोगे al word for the aldehyde. You will write down the al word in this as a suffix. Now the next one. Okay, it's very easy. You can write down. Do the third one. Cyclopentane ring. And उससे क्या attached है? CHO group. At least try this question.
Ma'am, is it cyclopentane carbaldehyde?
Yes, very good. Okay, because you are not taking this in a chain. You are not including this carbon in a chain. So you will use carbaldehyde word for that. And what is this? This parent is your cyclopentane. So what will be the name? It's cyclopentane carbaldehyde. Clear, Aisha?
Ma'am, can you explain again why we are not taking CHO in the parent chain?
Okay. Second question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, this was our CHO and this CHO and here the CHO. If you take these, because these three carbon you can't take in a single chain. आपको single chain क्या होता है? Straight chain लेना होता है as a parent chain. So if you use this carbon and this carbon, so if you are just taking this as a parent chain, suppose this carbon. So this is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, and this is the fifth carbon. Okay. For these two carbon, the CHO group is present. For these two, which you are including in the chain, so these you will take as a aldehyde. आप इसे क्या लिखोगे? Aldehyde. And for aldehyde, we use al word as a suffix. Al word as a suffix आप use करोगे naming के लिए. But on the third position, you can see there is a substituent carbaldehyde. There is a carbaldehyde. When you are not including this carbon in a parent chain, so this is known as your carbaldehyde. इसे हम क्या कहेंगे? Carbaldehyde. Now the question is how you can write on the name. Carbaldehyde भी आप लिखोगे, al भी लिखोगे word. So how you can write on the name of question, right? So you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. अगर आप ऐसे लिखोगे तो it will be pentane. And how you can first position पे भी है CHO group and fifth position पे. So for that you will write 1,5 your dial. And for the third position you will write 3 carbaldehyde. So pentane 3 carbaldehyde. So this is not a suitable. This is not in a rule. कुछ rules and regulations होते हैं naming के, nomenclature के. So this is not in our rule. The rule is you have to, when there are more than 2 or 3 aldehyde group or any functional group, okay, so you will exclude. For not all the groups, like OH है तो you can take that, OH 2OH ले सकते हो, but this is a CHO group, you have to include one carbon in a parent chain. For this type of aldehyde group, so there's a rule, you have to exclude all the CHO group. All the CHO group you have to exclude from the parent chain. So that's you have to write down correctly. आप लिख पाओ. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Just remember this rule. Just remember this rule. If you are unable to, if there is one aldehyde group, आप ये क्या ले रहे हो? This CHO group you as a substituent and these two group in a parent chain. So how you will write on the name? Carbaldehyde भी present है and al भी present है. Al भी लिखना है अपने name में. So how you will write on the name? Okay, so this is not suitable. So that's why we use this rule. We just exclude all the CHO group in a parent chain and you just take the hydrocarbon chain, this chain. Okay, and after that you will just number the all the aldehyde group and at last you will write out just locants आप लिख देते हो कहाँ पे present. Okay, 1 or 2, 3 try you word use करते हो आप, die word use करते हो for the aldehyde carbaldehyde group. So that's why I have written this two questions. So don't be confused in your exam.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, see this question. Question number 4. Question number 4. So how you will write on the name? Because this is only one CHO group, so you can include this in a parent chain. This will be your parent chain, right? This is your parent chain. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, and fifth carbon. Okay. So this is a parent chain. तो ये इसके लिए तो आप al use करोगे at last in the suffix. But this is the substituent. This CO is the substituent. Fourth position पे क्या है? Ketone group is present. CO group, oxo group. So we just use oxo for if this CO group, this carbon पे oxygen is present as a substituent. So we just use oxo prefix for that. So what will be the name? Fourth position पे क्या है? 4 oxo. And there is an unsaturation. You can see on the second, between the second and third carbon, there is an unsaturation. So you will write second, 2, no, first you will write on the name. This is a 5 carbon chain. 4 oxo, pentane, pent, 2 ene, N, and 1 al. On the first position, there is a aldehyde group, so that will be the name. Fourth position, the oxo group, okay, and this is the pentane. Okay, pent, not in pent, 2 ene. Second position, pe, there is a double bond, unsaturation is present. So 2 ene and dash 1 position, pe, there is a al. Okay, aldehyde. So that's how we can just write down the IUPAC name. Is this question clear to both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to the fifth one. See, fifth one and sixth one कैसे हम करेंगे? This CHO group is present here in this carbon. Corresponding to this carbon, this is ortho position, this is your meta, this is your para. Okay, this is again meta, this is ortho position. Now you can write down accordingly. It's meta bromo, and what is this? Benzaldehyde. Benzene पे CHO group present था, that was a benzaldehyde. So it's meta bromo benzaldehyde. And what about this one? Now you guys are going to tell me which group is this? CH3CO. This is the acid group. Okay, this benzene pe this acid group is present means this is acetophenone. Acetophenone, and corresponding to this is ortho position. Ortho position pe kya hai? Nitro group, NO2 group is present. So what will be the name of this? See, this is benzene, and here if it is CO, CH3. This group was acid group, right? Acid, and this whole compound is known as acetophenone. Acetophenone. And on the ortho position corresponding to this, suppose this is the first position, so ये क्या है? Ortho position. So ortho position पे nitro group, NO2 group is attached. So what will be the name? Ortho nitro acetophenone. That's the name. That's the IUPAC name. Okay, and what about this one? So this is the meta bromo benzaldehyde. Clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just quickly write it down, then we will start the methods of preparation. Okay, just practice more question on the IUPAC. Now, I think basic things is clear to you. When you practice more questions, you will get to know how we can just write down the name and हम क्या use करेंगे. So it's very simple. The nomenclature part you can do. Now see, methods of preparation, aldehydes and ketones. First, we will talk about the aldehyde and ketone. Then after that, we will come to the carboxylic acid. Okay, so write down methods of preparation of basically aldehyde and ketones. First method. So basically in this, we will, I am just dividing this methods of preparation in three parts. Okay, so first we will only discuss the methods of preparation of aldehydes only. Those methods or those reaction which is only for the preparation of aldehydes. Second, हम देखेंगे case when the method of preparation of ketones only, and third देखेंगे for both. Those reaction which works for both. Okay, so methods of preparation. First one is your method of preparation of aldehydes only. Second, the method of preparation of ketones only. And third one for both. Method of preparation of both aldehydes and ketones. Okay, now first one. Okay, write down the heading. First one, method of preparation of aldehydes only. So these reactions are only for the aldehydes. Only for the aldehydes. Okay. Now write down the first one. First method of preparation is A. Rosenmund reduction. Rosenmund, this is very important. This reaction is very important. Write down Rosenmund reaction. Reduction basically reduction होता है इसमें क्या होता है the addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen is क्या होता है reduction. So here the reduction occurs. So what is the Rosenmund reduction? So first we will write down the definition. Let's understand this reaction. So Rosenmund reduction basically aldehydes, write down along with me, aldehydes can be obtained from acid chloride. Basically, in this type of reduction, Rosenmund reduction, we use acyl chloride. Acyl chloride. And what is acyl chloride? RCuCl. This group is known as acyl chloride. So in the when aldehydes can be obtained from your acid chloride. Acyl chloride को हम acid chloride भी कहते हैं. From acid chlorides by the catalytic hydrogenation. By the catalytic hydrogenation in the presence of a catalyst. And in this Rosenmund reaction, basically we use the palladium barium sulfate catalyst, PDBSO4 catalyst के presence में होता है ये reaction. So catalytic hydrogenation in the presence of PDBASO4 known as Rosenmund reduction. Let's understand the reaction, how this reaction happens. So you just take the acid chloride, okay? Basically, acyl chloride कहते हैं हम इसे RCOCl. What is this? RCOCl is your acyl chloride, acid chloride or acyl chloride. So when it undergoes hydrogenation, hydrogenation किसके presence में होता है? H2, okay? Catalytic hydrogenation, and here we use catalyst palladium barium sulfate catalyst. ये क्या करता है? There will be a addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen होता है यहाँ पे, and what happens? There are two hydrogen, right? So there are two hydrogens. What happens? Hydrogen. So one hydrogen it will form HCl with this. ये क्लोरीन के साथ अटैच हो जाता है and HCl gas will be liberate. यहाँ से HCl liberate हो जाता है. And one hydrogen will attach to this carbon. ये carbon के साथ attach होके it will form RCHO, aldehyde. This is the mechanism. Okay, again I'm repeating what happens over here. So aldehydes can be obtained from acid chloride, and acid chloride क्या होता है? RCOCl. Okay, any living group should be there, halogen should be there because they are good living group. So ये hydrogen के साथ combine होके they just form HCl. Okay, and one hydrogen because in the hydrogenation करा रहे हैं आप, so H2 use कर रहे हो तो one hydrogen it will undergoes, it will make bond with the chlorine. Okay, and it will liberate out, and one hydrogen will combine, will get attached to the carbon of the CO group. Okay, and here you will get RCHO group, aldehyde. So that's how aldehyde form hota hai by the Rosenmund reduction. Okay, what you have to remember in this Rosenmund reduction hota hai, so reduction में आप क्या कर रहे हो? Hydrogenation करा रहे हो. Okay, addition of hydrogen is reduction. So that's why this reaction is known as reduction reaction. So what happens when you take the acyl chloride, acid chloride, RCOCl, okay, and when you do the catalytic hydrogenation, and catalyst आप क्या use करते हो? Palladium BSO. When you see this catalyst and H2 देखोगे, so here what you're supposed to do, one hydrogen it will combine with the chlorine, HCl liberate out होके, and one hydrogen will make the CH aldehyde. So that's the Rosenmund reduction. Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if it is clear, then tell me, yeah, for example, first question. You have to write on the product. H2 हमने दिया and palladium PD BSO4 catalyst. Just do the catalytic hydrogenation. This is Rosenmund. Again COCl. Again the same thing, same reagent हमने add किया. Just write on the product. If you use a benzoyl chloride, what is this? This is benzene. And benzene में अगर आप COCl add कर देते हो, तो this is the benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride. Okay, just quickly write down the product. You know the mechanism, how you have to do. Chlorine remove karana, one hydrogen will goes to chlorine, okay, and one hydrogen will attach to the carbon. So it will give you CH2. And again, this is important. Just mark it as an important reaction, Rosenmund reaction. Basically, all the name reaction in your syllabus are very, very important. Just do all the name reactions before your exam. Just write down in on a single notebook all the name reactions साथ में लिखो. Just all the mechanisms, their examples. So it will be very easy for you to revise at the time of exam. All the name reactions, basically. Then,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, just tell me what is the first product?
CH3CHO.
Yes, CH3CHO. The chlorine will be removed, and here you will attach one hydrogen. Yes, Aisha, second one.
Ma'am, I'm not sure, but is it CH3COH plus HCl?
See, why you are not sure? What you are supposed to do, just remove one chlorine from here. Okay, so there are two hydrogen, H2. Okay, one hydrogen will combine with chlorine and it will form HCl. And one hydrogen, it will combine with this carbon. Very simple. So you have to basically क्या करना है? You have to replace chlorine by your hydrogen. Just remove chlorine and just attach the hydrogen to the carbon. So you will get CHO. Chlorine आपने remove किया and you have added the hydrogen over there. So it will give you CHO2. So CH3, CH2, CHO. Clear, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if it is clear, then tell me the product of the third one.
Instead of Cl, H would be attached and HCl.
Okay. So what will be the name of this product? Can you tell me the name? What is this, Muniba? What is the name of this product?
Benzaldehyde.
Aldehyde.
Yes, it's benzaldehyde. Okay, so you should know the name of the product. That's why I have written over there common names. It is a benzaldehyde. Okay, now it's clear. Okay, now write down the next reaction, a stiffened reaction. This is again important. Second method of preparation of aldehyde is a stiffened reaction. And again it is reduction. A stiffened reduction. इस process में भी आपका क्या हो रहा है? Reduction हो रहा है. So here we use nitrile. Okay, nitriles में cyanide group use करते, CN group, RCN groups. So nitriles group, so a stiffened reduction is, write down what is a stiffened reduction. So nitriles, which is also known as cyanides, CN. Nitriles are reduced to corresponding imine, corresponding imine. I will tell you what is imine. Amine आपने सुना होगा, amide सुना होगा. Now what is imine? I will let you. So nitriles are reduced to corresponding imine with SnCl2. In this stiffened reaction, we use tin chloride, SnCl2. So S for stiffen, S for SnCl2. Okay, so just remember that. A stiffened reduction हम क्या use करते हैं? SnCl2. So this is a tin chloride. In the presence of HCl, which on further hydrolysis give corresponding aldehydes. Corresponding aldehyde. Okay. What is a stiffened reduction? So a stiffened reduction when the nitriles are reduced to corresponding imine with tin chloride in the presence of HCl, which on further hydrolysis give corresponding aldehyde. Okay, now let's see the reaction. What is the reaction included in this stiffened reaction? Reduction, right. So suppose this is a nitrile RCN. Okay, CN. This is your cyanide group. आप कह सकते हो your nitriles. So here, what happens when you treat this in the presence of SnCl2 plus HCl. Now, always remember, this tin chloride or HCl, this combo basically do the hydration. ये क्या करता है basically ये जो use होता है this SnCl2 plus HCl, this combo is used for the hydration और basically आप कह सकते हो for the reduction purpose. So they are just a reducing agents. So they are used for the purpose of reduction, or you can also call it as a hydration. Okay, hydration के लिए use करते हैं this combo SnCl2 plus HCl. So what happens? What happens over here? The one pi bond. वहां पे क्या होगा? One. This pi bond will break Okay, you can write down this pi bond. ये क्या होगा? This pi bond will break. Okay, and what you are supposed to do? One hydrogen, right? One hydrogen goes to nitrogen, and one to the carbon. Because you are just doing the hydrolysis कर रहे हो आप यहाँ पे hydro this SnCl2 plus HCl, this combo you know very well, this is a reducing agent, ये reduce करता है. Okay, and कैसे reduce करता है? Addition of hydrogen करा. Okay, addition of hydrogen होता है यहाँ पे. So what happens? This one bond, this pi bond will be pi bond break होगा, and one hydrogen will attach to the nitrogen के साथ चला जाएगा, and one hydrogen with this carbon, so what happens over here? This RCH, what you are supposed to do? Two hydrogen. Okay, one bond ये break करोगे आप, one hydrogen it will combine with this NH. Okay, and one bond with this, one hydrogen will combine with the carbon, and you will get CH. And यहाँ पे this bond, this pi bond has been broken, so double bond and NH. This is your imine. Carbon double bond nitrogen is an imine. What is imine? Imine यही होता है. This carbon, and when you see the double bond nitrogen, basically nitrogen carbon के साथ triple bond की तरह treat करते, triple bond बनाते हैं. But here this carbon CH double bond NH, this thing is known as imine. Carbon and nitrogen के बीच में whenever you see the double bond, so this is an imine. What we call this molecule? Imine. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So first step, again I'm repeating. So this is a nitriles. So what happens? This SnCl2 plus HCl, this combination is used for the hydration purpose. Okay, for the hydration or reduction purpose, you can say. Reduction के लिए हम use करते हैं, and basically reduction कैसे होता है? By the addition of hydrogen. So this pi bond will break, and one hydrogen goes with one hydrogen goes with this nitrogen, and one hydrogen goes with this carbon. So you will get RCH double bond. Why double bond? Because this pi bond has been broken. Okay, this pi bond has been broken. So, and you will get CHNH. So CHNH, this is your imine. So you will get imine over here. Okay, now with essential, further you have to hydrolysis करना. Further, when you do the further hydrolysis, H2O, okay, so it will give you H plus ion. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है? This OH2, this is a H2, and what happens? This bond will break. This bond will break. So from here, this NH3 will be ammonia यहाँ से form करता है, this double bond. So here water will combines with this oxygen of this water. It get attached to this carbon, and it will give you aldehyde RCHO. Plus from here you can see NH3, two hydrogen from here from water and one hydrogen from here. It will give you NH3. So that's how you will get the aldehyde, by the Stephen reduction. First step क्या होता है? There will be a nitriles will undergo the reduction. Okay, nitriles will undergo reduction, and you will get imine. Okay, further on the hydrolysis you will get a aldehyde plus ammonia. So that's the proper mechanism of this Stephen reaction or reduction. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in any step? You can ask. So this is your aldehyde. So that's how we will achieve aldehyde. Okay, for example, we do this question. Suppose we have this. First step में आप क्या कर रहे हो? SnCl2. Just write on the proper mechanism. Okay, don't do the shortcuts. Just write on the proper. But in your exam, if they ask you to write on the reaction, only write on the product. Then no need to write on the whole mechanism. Don't waste your time. Okay. So if they ask you to write on the mechanism, then only write on the mechanism. If they ask you write on the reaction only or only product, so you can write only product. आप रफ में शो कर सकते हो, रफ में कर सकते हो mechanism. We do this question. Second, if you take benzene and here the cyanide is attached. First step क्या होगा? SnCl2 plus H plus ion. Okay, because HCl दे रहे हो, so HCl will give its acid, so it will give H plus ion. Second, So first step always क्या कराना आपने? Reduction of nitrile group. So one hydrogen will attach to this nitrogen and one hydrogen will attach to the carbon. So it will give you CHNH. CHNH. Okay, after that, second step mein when you do the hydrolysis, so you will achieve the aldehyde plus ammonia. Okay, great. Okay, just quickly do that and tell me the product, major product आपने बताना है. You need to tell me the byproducts.
And for the first one, it is CH3, CH2, CHO.
Very good. It will be for the second one. Okay, just write down the proper mechanism. First step में reduction कराओ. Okay, just follow these steps. And after that, hydrolysis.
For the second one, it's benzaldehyde.
Okay, now it's clear to both of you. Third one. Using dibul H. Dibul H. This is again our dibul H is a reducing agent, a good reducing agent, or you can say selective reducing. ये selective member को ही reduce करता है, not all the members. Not just like a lithium aluminium hydride के lithium aluminium hydride की तरह नहीं होता है जैसे सबको reduce कर दे. It's a very selective reducing agent. It reduces basically you can write down. So what is dibul H? So full form, first write down the full form. Is di, and I for iso, B for butyl, aluminium hydride. Aluminium hydride. It is again a reducing agent. Okay, so let's see the structure first. So this is the aluminium and hydride, and both the sides this group is placed. Isobutyl group. 1, 2, 3 carbon chain. 1, 2, 3 carbon. Okay. So this is isobutyl, and on this side also, isobutyl group is present. So that's the structure of dibul H, diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Now it's a selective. ये क्या होता है? It's a selective reducing agent. Selective reducing agent होता है. Okay, you can write down some definitions. So versatile, एक versatile reducing agent होता है which is used to selectively reduce various functional groups. Various functional groups, including nitriles. It can also reduce nitriles to aldehydes. Aldehydes, nitriles को aldehydes में convert करता है, esters को aldehydes में convert करता है. Okay, and alcohols or amides to primary amines. So this, what is the application of this reducing agent? So it reduces some selective members. Some selective members को reduce करता है, just like nitrile. Nitrile को किसमें करेगा? Aldehydes में. Okay, it will reduce the esters to aldehydes, or alcohols, and amides to primary amine, amine, primary amines में convert. Just remember that. Okay. Now, do you know what is amide and what is amine? What is the difference between amide and amine? In organic chemistry, this is small basic things you should know. What is the difference between amide and amine? Which group is known as amide? Anyone? Muniba and Aisha?
NH3. I mean NH3, sorry. That's
Amide.
amine.
Okay, so see, what is amide? First, we will talk about the amide. Amide जो होता है, so here, this NH group should be attached to the CONH, this group. NH जो group होता है, this nitrogen should be bonded to carbon and oxygen, this ketonic group. Okay, what is amide group? So amide group is that group in which the nitrogen should be attached to carbon, but this nitrogen should be attached to the CO group, Okay, this group जिसमें present होगा CON group. So this group is known as amide. This group is known as amide group. Just remember that. And what is amine group? So amine group is basically the nitrogen किसी भी alkyl या aryl group से attached. If the N nitrogen group it is not compulsory that nitrogen should be attached to CO group. If it is attached to CO group, then it is amide group. And if the nitrogen is attached to any alkyl or aryl group, then it is known as amide. Suppose यहाँ पे NH2 group है and here any alkyl group, so it is known as amine. It is known as amine. Okay, now the difference is clear. What is amide and what is amine?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, so this is all about the dibull hydrogen, which is a selective reducing agent. Now let's see the reaction. How we can prepare the aldehyde by using dibull. So suppose, because we know that it reduces selective members, because we are just using the using this reducing agent as to prepare the aldehydes. So you know very well it will reduce this nitrile to aldehyde and esters to aldehyde. So you will see this reaction. You will see these two reactions. Suppose we have RCM, any nitrile group. Okay, and एक ही साथ हम देख लेते हैं. And suppose we have ester group. Ester group is RCOOR dash. Okay, so in both, because you know very well, it reduces selective members to nitrile को aldehyde में convert करेगा and the esters को aldehyde में convert करेगा. Now let's see. So what we use dibull hydrogen followed by hydrolysis. First step में we use the dibull hydrogen. Okay, this will reduce the nitrogen. Okay, and here दिस कॉम्बिनेशन में फर्स्ट स्टेप में आप ये यूज करोगे रिडक्शन के लिए एंड सेकेंड में आप क्या करोगे हाइड्रेशन करा दोगे सो यू विल गेट RCH. So that's the basic reaction. So basically what you're supposed to do, I just give you a trick. Basically when you are using dibull hydrogen H2, this combination, so what you're supposed to do, just remove this nitrogen. Okay, just remove this nitrogen and आप इसे क्या लगा दो यहाँ पे aldehyde बना दो. Just make this aldehyde. So when you remove this nitrogen, so here only carbon is present, right? Only carbon is present. So you have to attach oxygen and hydrogen, OH over here. So it will form the aldehyde. It will form the aldehyde. You have to only replace this nitrogen by this H and oxygen. ये करना है आपने. And what about this one? Because this has already CO group. CO group तो है ही. So what you are supposed to do? Esters में से OR dash, this group. Okay, this group you will remove and instead of this group, you will attach hydrogen. You will attach hydrogen, so you will get this one, aldehyde. So these two are important. So just remember that एक nitrogen remove करो और यहाँ पे हम उसका aldehyde form कर दो. Okay, and here because CO group is already there, so you have to only attach one hydrogen. So this OHR, sorry, OR dash will be replaced by one hydrogen, and you will get this. So write down what you're supposed to do: nitriles and esters. Esters when they are treated with dibul H. So they get reduced. वहाँ पे क्या होगा? They undergo reduction. They get reduced, and on further hydrolysis, they give aldehyde. They give aldehyde. Okay, for example, let's do this question. You guys will tell me the answer. Suppose this is your ester, and you are treating it with diol H followed by hydrolysis. So what will be the product? Write down the product over here. And second, okay, one questions दोनों के लिए. I will ask you. Suppose we have and here OC2H. So again, you are using the same thing. Now write down the product in both the cases. So in the ester, as I told you, what you're supposed to remove OR dash. OR dash group remove करके you have to attach the hydrogen. It's very simple. Yes, Aisha, tell me the first product.
Ma'am, I got the answer, but I don't know the name.
Okay, don't tell me the name, just like CH3, CO
Instead
group,
of
just like that.
CH3, OH would be attached.
Only CH3 instead of CH3 or whole group. What I told you, in the ester, you are supposed to remove this group, OR dash group. Okay? This OR dash group, this CO group as it is रहेगा, and this OR dash group will be replaced by one hydrogen. Okay, this whole thing,
Okay.
not only CH3 group, this oxygen with this methyl group. This methoxy group you have to remove. One
Okay.
methoxy group you have to remove. Okay, and just instead of that, you have to attach the one hydrogen. So what will be the product? This, and here you will attach the hydrogen.
OH.
That's very simple.
Okay.
Yeah. Second, yes, Monima, tell me the second one.
CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2.
Very good. So instead of this, you will attach the hydrogen. Okay, so that's all for today. And yeah, you have your class tomorrow also. On Friday, we have scheduled a class. So will you guys join tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so I will try to complete this Yeah, all the reactions, method of preparation at least we will cover inshallah tomorrow. So just practice the question. मैं जो homework देती हूँ आप लोग तो करते नहीं हो. I don't know why you guys are not doing your homework. So as a method of preparation we have discussed today. Rosenmund reduction. Okay. Second one, Stephen reduction. Third one we have discussed using dival hydrogen. Okay, so we have only discussed 3 reaction methods of preparation. The remaining one we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, so I stop it here. I think another class will be there. Okay, Muniba and Aisha, you guys